Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, my name is Asma. For the returnees, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, for your support. It means a lot. I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Your engagement means a lot. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy this vlog. And finally, your girl decided to invest in a microphone. I specifically bought this microphone for this video because normally when I'm shooting like talking vlogs, I happen to have like so much background noises and voices and all that, and it makes my work so much harder when it comes to editing. So hopefully this time round my workload in editing reduces. So yeah, a few days back, I made a post on my IG stories and YouTube where I told you guys to ask me questions in relations to my life, and I received so many questions apparently, but I only picked a few that I felt resonated with my life currently. So yeah, without much further ado, let's get right into it. The first question that I received was, um, how did you meet your husband and how long have you been together? For some funny reason, I knew this question was going to come. So, and several people actually sent the same question. So, yeah, I remember I traveled. I had gone to one of my relatives. I had some businesses to do in that town. So, I went and she welcomed me in her home. So, yeah, this particular evening, I was in the living room with my niece. I was helping her do her madrasa's homework, and my husband came by knocking, and since I was the one in the living room, I opened the door. I called for my relative to come. They talked for a few minutes and then he left. And since it was like a gated community, people kind of know each other. So he went back to his family's home because he was also staying at his family's home, and he asked for my number. And from what I was told, he was like, "Ish, nimeona dem super kwa so and so. So yeah, can I? Do you have her number? Can I get her number? Is there a way I could get her number?" And yeah, he was given my number. Of course, my relative asked for my permission first before like she gave it out, and I was like yes, because first impression, he was very like soft and gentle when he spoke to me. So, and who does not love a gentleman? I know I love me some gentleman, yeah, my first impression was like he was so gentle and so like humble and ah, oh my god. Anyway, he was given my number. He did not contact me that night. He reached out to me the following day as I was about to travel back home, and I made up my mind not to travel back. So yeah, the rest is history, and we've been together for 3 years now. The best, alhamdulillah. That's all I can say. But yeah, we've been together for 3 years now, and honestly, everything just happened the way it was supposed to happen, and I'm so grateful. Yeah. Okay. The second question is best advice for someone who is praying for a spouse. Hmm. I think if you are really on that journey of like praying for a spouse, I feel like first of all, before even praying, like I feel like you should identify how you'd want to be treated by a man, or the qualities that you would want in a man. I feel like it's so important. Some of us take that for granted. You don't know like what you really want. Then after you have identified all that, you can now start praying for a man with those qualities. I remember even before like I met my husband, I received so many advices like pray for someone who is of khair, pray for someone who is of khair. Like everyone just told me that, and I was like, why can't we be delusional? Like, Allah loves it when we ask for the impossible. Allah loves it when we ask for greater things. Why can't I just go above and beyond and ask for what I really want, you know? Because with trust and patience, um, Allah will grant it to you. That's what I did. I specified, I woke up for tahajjud, I did my sunnahs, and I was like, yeah, Allah, I want a man who is going to be like this, who's going to treat me like this. Alhamdulillah, that's what I got, you know? No one is perfect, of course. I mean, come on, no one is perfect. Like Allah Himself did not even create us like perfectly. Like you'll find one side of your body is bigger than the other one. Like one eye is larger than the other one foot is, bigger than the other one. So no one is perfect, but at least I prayed, I got what I prayed for. So be patient, trust in Allah, do not rush into any decisions. And of course, get out there, take a walk, put on your nice dress, travel, meet people. I'm not saying you should go to bad places, but um, a man is definitely not going to drop to your living room. So, yeah, make sure you're going out there, interacting with people, and yeah, just being mindful of what you want. I hope I have answered that question. I really do. Now that you are pregnant, are you still using the same skincare products or you changed? No, nothing changed. Prior to pregnancy, I used toner, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, moisturizer, and sunscreen. And that's what I kept on using during my pregnancy after a thorough research, like realizing it was safe for pregnancy. The only thing that I started was using turmeric and sandalwood consistently. All those products helped with my hyperpigmentation. Like we all know, hyperpigmentation is very common in pregnancy. So yeah, they all helped me um fight hyperpigmentation to a level. um a rundown of my 20s and balancing life. Oh, such a great question. I feel like I'm going to categorize my 20s into two, late 20s and early 20s. In my late 20s, of course. um my early 20s was just me full of making great mistakes, no self-esteem, trust issues, relationship dependency, trying to fit in. I remember, like, I really wanted to fit in a certain group of friends. I really wanted to be their friends. Like every time I met people who I thought were cool, I tried so hard to like fit in. I really wanted to be loved, and I would go even beyond my values to feel loved or be accepted by certain group of people. Or yeah, I made a lot of mistakes when it came to relationships, like I said, relationship dependency. But I feel like all that came from childhood traumas that came to me in my early 20s. I did not have time to process all that. I feel like I was just trying to fight those childhood traumas instead of healing. Maybe one day I'll be able to talk about it, but as of right now, I feel like, yeah, my early 20s was just, my life was just a pretty mess. In short, it was just a pretty mess. But my late 20s, I became more grounded. Like, I discovered who I am, and I'm still learning who I am. Like, I know my self worth. I do not try to fit in. My self esteem has, improved, has gone. It's somewhere. If I am on social media, definitely it means it's somewhere compared to where I was in my early 20s. So I realized that I was running out of time. My filming time was up, and it was time to make dinner for my husband, wife duties. I had also promised him that I was going to make him hematism rubber, which he loves and adores. That's what I ended up doing. But anyway, to answer the second part of the question, which was a rundown of my 20s and how I balance life, basically, I just balance life by thinking positively, which shapes how I perceive each day and situations. I maintain a schedule that helps balance my time in areas that are important to me. I keep a gratitude journal, which helps in just appreciating the little things in life. I also have like a general journal, which helps keep me grounded in my plans as I plan ahead in terms of work, in terms of my goals, in terms of my hobbies, and what makes me happy at that moment in life, and quality time with my loved ones. Basically, yeah, that's how I balance life. As simple as that. Other than that, I just take each day as it comes. So yeah, I hope I have answered that question. For the kaimati recipe, I think I'm going to leave a recipe on my description box if you are interested. The next question was, I admire you a lot. Where do you stay? And do you mind giving us a house tour on YouTube? First of all, thank you, girl. I believe a huge part of my house is usually visible on YouTube. I'm such a minimalistic girl when it comes to home decor. So yeah, that's not me. I'm not into um house tours and whatnot. So don't get me wrong. That's a no, girl. I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Yeah. Good evening. I like your videos and I'm new here. Please, can you explain about how to have a healthy relationship and how to keep yours? How to have a healthy relationship? I feel like a healthy relationship starts from within. How do you relate to yourself and the people around you? Do you believe healthy relationships do exist? I feel like that's where you should start from. If you have not yet healed from past traumas or whatever it is that maybe you have experienced in life, then most definitely you're not going to have like a healthy relationship with anyone. So I feel like you should first heal yourself, um take good care of yourself, have a good and peaceful relationship with yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself. Then you can now manifest that into a healthy relationship. How do I keep my relationship healthy? I believe relationships are all about communication, how you communicate with each other, how often do you communicate with each other, and also having your partner as your friend. I made my partner my best friend and vice versa. That has made it so easy for us to communicate, to relay our concerns, to have a laugh, to have serious talks, and just balance it all. So yeah, you need to make your partner a friend, because if you do not consider your partner a friend, then it's definitely going to be hard to communicate some things. Maybe you've seen something that you don't like. It's definitely going to be hard to relay some information because you don't know how they're going to take it, or how they'll if they will understand or not. So yeah, make your partner your best friend. Also let your partner be themselves. He lets me be me and I let him be him. If it's time for him to watch football, then gladly do it. If it's time for me to create content, then he will peacefully let me do it. Also, giving each other space, praying for your marriage, solving things between the two of you. That's what we do. Sorry if I'm being nosy, but did you stop your profession? We rarely see that side of you. And the other question was, what course did you do after high school? Immediately after high school, I did project planning and management. After I was done with that, I ventured into nursing school. I'm currently pursuing nursing. I don't think I've been one to show so much of my profession. Have I? I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, I'm still pursuing nursing. I haven't stopped. But if anything changes, I'll definitely let you all know. Yeah. How do you balance social media and your connection to Islamic roots and not lose touch in the process? Mm. Wow, this one is a difficult one. But I'd say I've definitely lost touch in the past before, severally. But what is currently working for me is I now know what it is that I want from social media. And if I'm not getting what I want, then gladly I'll just not indulge in that. The other thing that I have been doing is I recently started following Muslim women who are doing great in social media, who are actually making it and who have made it and still keep it inspirational when it comes to Islam. Ever since I started following these women, like for example, Aisha Harun, who else? Beauty by Yasi, just realizing how they're making it and still keeping it inspirational. Like when I just look at them dressing modestly, still following Islamic teachings and doing whatnot, I'm like, wow, how come I never realized I could still do all that and be on social media? So yeah, because I remember in the past I wanted to change so much because I felt like my religion limited me or limited my potential and whatnot. But that's not true. And yeah, I don't regret anything, but yeah, that's what has been helping me so far. The other question was, are you a nurse or a doc? If you're a nurse, where do you get all this free time to enjoy? Mashallah. I'm a nurse. I don't have free time, but the little time that I get, I choose to spend it on things that make me happy or things that fulfill me as an individual. So it might seem that I have a lot of time or a lot of free time on my hands, but I don't. I just prioritize. It's all about prioritizing what actually counts and what does not. And also, one of the perks of working in a government hospital is you get more time compared to some of the private hospitals. So, yeah, sometimes I could be coming back from night shift and still be filming, you know. I'd get like 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep and create content and maybe go out. It's all about prioritizing at the end of the day. If you're not doing content, what would you be doing? Like I said, I'm a nurse, but if I wasn't doing those two, content creating and nursing, I'd definitely be a fashion designer or stylist. Yeah. How did you find out you're expecting? Honestly, over the years, you just get to know your body, and being a midwife really played like a huge role. Um, Prior to pregnancy, when my menses were close to time, I never experienced any symptoms. I never had cramps, I never had breast tenderness or anything. I just knew my periods were about to come by my dates. So, yeah, when I started having these symptoms like breast tenderness, I used to have headaches, cramping, then I knew something must be up. Something definitely must be up. And then I waited for a few days to see if I'll be seeing anything, but nothing came. And I was like, okay, ikon Dani Dani. And yeah, 2 weeks later, I took a pregnancy test and confirmed my suspicions. Yeah. Is marriage all that? Because I'm scared of it. Hmm. If I was asked this question like 5 years ago, I'd definitely say no. And I would tell you no, don't get married. If you want to live long, do not. But now, oh my God, I can honestly tell you, like, there is nothing as sweet as marriage. There is nothing as sweet as having your own person, halal person, someone you know you can count on, someone you know you can communicate with, you have anything in your mind, you can talk to, you can call whenever you want, you can, you know, someone, just having someone there for you and you being there for someone and just putting the other person's needs ahead of yours, like it's such a fulfilling feeling, like it's really 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 nice. Honestly, marriage is sweet. That is if you're married to the right person, and that is if, like, you do not rush into it. Take your time, pray about it. I don't think Allah would have ordained us to get married or have a partner if it wasn't something good, you know. So yeah, I think in today's society, it just depends with the personality, honestly, how someone was raised, what kind of a person you're getting married to. It's all about personality, and I wish people, more people actually believed in marriage nowadays. I've had like people close to me who've had like very bad experiences with marriage, but I did not let that dictate whether I'm going to get married or not, you know? And it's just a good feeling having to be in a halal relationship. But all in all, marriage is definitely all that and even more. Hmm. You'll just don't know what you're missing out on. Do you feel like doing social media or putting your life in public makes people feel more comfortable to cross boundaries? Yes, I do. But what people do not realize is that we are here as creatives and only show what we think will be of value to you, whether it's informative, whether it's educational, whether it's entertaining or inspirational. And it only takes a wise person to separate um, what they see from reality. But all in all, I feel like, yeah, being on social media definitely gives people the right to feel like they are entitled to your life. The next question was, do you consider yourself to be in your soft girl era? And if yes, how do you stay in soft girl era? Yes, I do consider myself to be in my soft girl era, mainly because I choose to focus on self care and self maintenance and manifest a life of peace and ease and channeling my femininity and just being happy. So, yeah, how do I stay in my soft girl era? I'd say the first thing is setting boundaries and being firm on my choices. And, you know, if something does not make me happy, then I'd gladly set it aside. Self care and more self care without having to break the bank, you know. um, Living authentically, living within my means, being true to myself, being true to my values as a person, as a girl, as a woman, as a wife, you know, yeah. Um, Getting rid of toxic people. Feel like soft girl era is all about being gentle to yourself and those close to you. And if someone is toxic, they will definitely provoke you to get out of that bubble of being in your soft girl era. So if someone is toxic, I definitely like just cut you off. So yeah, basically that's all I do, and pray. Yeah. How was the first trimester for you? Did you experience any challenges? Oh my god, I feel like that was the worst stage of my life ever. Ever. I actually don't know where to begin from. My first trimester was the actual ghetto. I had stomach flu. I don't know. Yeah, but pregnant women call it stomach flu, where you just feel like your stomach is upset from morning to evening. You wake up, you go to sleep, you're still feeling the same. You eat, you still feel like vomiting everything, your intestines, everything. You fail to eat because you feel like, oh my god, I'm going to vomit. You still feel worse. Like, it is just a horrible feeling. I used to have like headache, um, feeling weak because I'm not taking in enough food. Water tasted so bad. I'm telling you, if you've never realized like water has a taste, wait till you get pregnant. Wait till you get pregnant. Oh my god. I was so dehydrated. And to make matters worse, where I actually stay, it's so hot, so you cannot survive without water. Oh my god. So just imagine like water is tasting so bad. I tried to blend juices, but nothing. I just felt like everything had a bad taste. The only thing that I could hold in was citrus foods or citrus fruits like oranges, lemons. Everywhere I used to go, I had a piece of lemon. I tried having watermelons to get to rehydrate. I tried to have, what are they called? Pineapples. I remember so many people used to tell me like pineapples are not safe for pregnancy. But what is safe? What is safe? What if that is the only thing that I can retain? What if that is the only thing that I can put in my mouth and stomach and it just sits, Because everything that I used to eat, I would just vomit everything there and there, there and there. Oh my God. Anything. Sweets just tasted so bad for me. I had insomnia. I was not sleeping at all. I was praying like to God, like, can you just give me focus to just sleep for at least even 2 hours? But no, I never wanted to see like daylight. I used to lock myself in the house because I was alone. I used to lock myself in the house. I would not draw curtains for days. I would just lay in bed. My husband would call me and like, no, you have to eat something, you have to do something, he was I was depressed because I'm weak. I lost so many kgs. I remember within the first week when my symptoms started, I lost 7 kgs, like, just like that. Shoop. And from then, it continued. Heartburn, cramping. I used to experience so much pain. You'd feel like it's your periods are about to come, but it's not your periods, and you're just like, oh my god, what is not happening? It was not easy at all. I don't even want to think about it. I don't. If you're thinking about having a baby, can you just hold on? Can you just hold on? Anyway, guys, that is it for our Q&A vlog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope I answered all your questions. Feel free to add anything or correct me if you may. Yeah, thank you so much for sending me those questions. Thank you for engaging. Now I just want to do my skincare routine, take a shower, and head to bed. See you guys in the next vlog, inshallah.